let's talk about a hard truth. Some of us feel stuck, stagnant, and purposeless for a reason that goes deeper beyond the surface. We think it's bad timing or because we're not working hard enough. But what if it's deeper than that? What if the reason that we feel stuck, stagnant, and purposeless is because we're hoarding externally and also internally, holding on to things, people, ideas, mentalities, trauma that serve the old us and no longer serves this newness that we're walking into. And the only way to really step into that new that we so deeply desire is if we let go of the old. It's hard to step into something new when you only got one foot in and one foot out. We got one foot in the old and one foot in the new, and it's like there isn't too much noise or room or moves you can make when you got one foot in and one foot out. So eventually you gotta let go of one. And which would you rather hold on to, the old or the new? I don't know about you, but I would rather hold on to the new and step into the new. But again, in order to step into that new and hold on to that new with both hands, you gotta get rid of the old. Yeah, you gotta get rid of the old so that you can use both hands and both feet to carry that newness and to walk into that newness. So that's what we on today. Now, I've said this before in another video. I don't remember which video. I've said it before and I'm going to say it again. You can't pour new wine into old wineskins. That's law. God's law. Mark chapter 2:22. This is how I interpret it, is that you can't pour newness into something old because the old it'll destroy the new because it's tampered. It's tampered with. And that's the same when you're trying to level up. It's like, how are you hear people a lot of the time talk about how they had to change their environment or they had to change their circles in order to level up. And it's the same with us, like internally and externally. It's like, how are you stepping into this new bitch loading or this new level and you're still you're still trying to bring the old with you? Like, bag lady, you gon' miss your bus. You can't hurry up 'cause you got too much stuff. Bag lady? Like, pack light. Pack light. Ooh, ooh. Like, we gotta let some of this shit go and get rid of some of this shit externally and also internally. Now, and that's why it's time to declutter, my friends. It's time to get rid of the old and step into the new. And it really hits, I ain't gonna hold y'all, it really hits different when you realize that the thing that might be holding you back is in your space. Like your externals, like the space around you, but also the space within, internally, in your mind, in your heart, like in your body, because the body stores trauma. That's another topic for another day. I'm talking about the emotions, the memories, and the energy that is tied to the things that we hold on to. Physical things, internal things. Like, there's so much tied to those things. You'll be so, like, just think about an item that you've had for a long time. What memories does that item strike? For me, I'm thinking about my closet as I talk about this, and I'm just looking at my closet and seeing some of the items in my closet. It takes me back to a certain phase of my life, a phase that no longer serves me, a phase that doesn't speak to who I am anymore. And it's like, every time I see some of those items, I'm like, why do I still have this? And that might be the same for you. I'm pretty sure you can look around in your house right now and spot an item that draws back emotions or memories or energies that you're just not in that space anymore. So it's like, why hold on to what no longer serves this new bitch, this new level that I'm stepping into? And so that is why I am doing this series of decluttering, because it's like, since I want you to join in with me, like, don't just watch me, join me. Like, my mission and my goal is to inspire others to level up, inspire others to also be on your journey, be in your journey, be present in your journey, get active on your journey. And so I hope that this series and this video inspires you to get rid of the old shit so that you can step into the new shit. Okay? So when I got laid off, I had this this urge to do a deep cleansing, a purge of my space. But to be completely honest with y'all, getting laid off, it really like it shook me. I never that was my first time ever being laid off before. I never experienced it before, and so I was in shock, and I also went into survival mode. I'm just like, damn, like and my therapist had said that she was like, you value independence, you value hard work, and some of your values have been not ripped away from me. I forgot what she said, but it's like your foundation or your comfort zone has been just like ripped from up under you, and your values have been tampered with. And I'm like, damn, I didn't think about it in that way. And so I was in full panic mode. Like I was I went into survival mode. I'm like, okay, I know how to survive. I know how to survive. And it's like, what do I got to do in this moment, in this season, to make sure that I'm good, to make sure I survive, to make sure my bills are paid. And so I went into, I'm like, I ain't got time to clean. I ain't got time to do deep cleaning and purging and decluttering because I got to find a new job. So I went into job application or applying to job mode, interview mode, hustling mode, getting my license and things back, my business license and things back for Uber and Lyft. Just like trying to figure out if I'm gonna survive, how I'm gonna eat, how I'm gonna pay my bills, type shit. And that's some real shit. Is like we talk about we talk a lot about moving in faith, but it's like when the unexpected happen, it's like where is your faith? Like, and I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't leaning on God's promises and being grounded in faith. Like I panicked. Oh ye of little faith. I'm pretty sure God said that to me quite a few times during that season. And so here I am a whole year later, and I still haven't done this deep cleaning and declutter. And I'm wondering why shit hasn't really shifted for me. And it's like, sis, because you're sitting in the old energy still. You got all this shit. Like, I don't even come down here to get except for my Epsom salts. And it's like, girl, what are you holding on to? What are you hoarding in your space that is in the way? It's like, God's probably like, how am I supposed to usher in the new? And you still got the old just lingering in the way of the new. And so it's like, imagine plopping something totally new on top of all this shit. Like you wouldn't even be able to tell it's new. So it's like you gotta cleanse the energy around you, cleanse your space, cleanse your environment, cleanse your circle. That's another thing I've been purging. It's my circle. My shit's small. And I'm okay with that. But it's like, yeah, gotta make room for the new. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm making room for the new, getting rid of the old. And this first phase, okay, so the first phase is to throw shit out, declutter. The second phase is going to be to renew, like to actually decorate my space and actually have a space for everything and declutter my space. So yeah, that's it's probably like 2-3 phases. Phase one is decluttering and deep cleansing and purging. Okay, so no, yeah. So the first phase is decluttering, throwing shit out. The second phase is deep cleaning, because I gotta clean this shit. The third phase is decorating, like actually decorating my space and organizing my space and nurturing wellness. That's what this is all about. Nurturing wellness in your environment. Nurturing wellness in your environment. And that's what I'm doing with my space. I'm like, let's get rid of all this shit. So that's what I'm urging you to do, sis. Get rid of all that shit so God can usher in the new, and you can step into the new with a clean heart and a clean mind and pure intentions. Last thing that really hit me as of recently that I want to share with you in closing is that when we avoid the purge, we delay the blessing. I want to say that again. When we avoid the purge, when we avoid letting go of the things that God is calling us to let go of, we delay the blessing. We delay God's hand when we avoid to do the things that He's calling us to do, when we avoid to let go, when we avoid the purge. And so I hope that you are inspired to join me on this in this purge, in this cleansing, in this decluttering of your space. But also think about what is something that you're holding on to, whether that's physically, in the physical, or internally. That could be a past trauma, a past identity, a past relationship. Like what is one thing that you've been holding on to, that you know for a fact it's time to let go of. It says that very much so could be the very thing holding you back from that newness, from that you so deeply desire. So what is that one thing that you know I need to let go of, I need to release? And are you willing to release it and let it go? And this is where you have to be real with yourself. Like, and it's okay if you're not ready. You know how many things that God has called me to let go, things and people that God has called me to let go of, and I wasn't ready. And I was honest with God, like, Lord, I don't want to. You're gonna have to give me the desire, give me the heart, change my heart's desire, change my mind about this thing or this person, so that I can be obedient to what you're calling me to do. Because right now I don't want to. Like, it's okay to be honest with yourself and with God. So really think about it and share. You ain't got to tell me your whole life story. I urge you not to tell me your whole life story, but share with me in the comments, like, what is one thing or that you're gonna let go of, or what is one area in your home that you're gonna declutter and purge. Share with me in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe and turn your notifications on, so that you can get the next part of this decluttering series. All right, y'all, be well.